I'm Olivia Barletta. I'm 17.
I'm Kayla Barletta. I'm 16.
We're sisters. We're 16 months apart. I was born in September of '06, and she was born January of '08.
Okay. Who would you say is your parents' favorite?
I feel like you're our moms, I'm our dads.
Yeah.
Could you go more in depth?
Yeah, so I've always been like best friends with our mom, I would say. We get along really well. We're like the same person. We have the same emotional responses to things, and like our brain works the same way, so we've always gone along really well. And
I've always gotten along, like not along better with, but I don't know, always connected more with my dad. I feel like we always were doing like work or stuff together, and he gets my humor that no one else finds funny.
they roughhouse a lot together.
Yeah.
She was the boy of the family, I would say.
Yeah.
Why do you love your sister? Olivia.
I love Kayla because she's my little sister. She's the person who's always been there. I've always had to take care of her, watch over her since she was a baby. Obviously, that's not my job, it's my parents' job. But she's like, when you're growing up and you have like a favorite toy or a favorite possession or something, she's always been that of mine, but it's continued this whole time, and that feeling's never worn off. She's just someone I want to keep safe and sacred, and I like to see her succeed. I'd say that's it.
Why do you love Olivia, Kayla?
I love Olivia because of what she just said about me. Like, she's always been very protective, and she very obviously cares a lot about what I'm doing, in sometimes an annoyingly protective way, but it's all for good measure. And I don't know, she keeps me competitive and keeps me doing well because I always want to beat her at stuff, and she's obviously smart, and it's annoying. And I don't know, she keeps me good, and yeah.
What is your favorite thing about Kayla?
I would say probably her simplicity. She's very like, I like to go shopping, I like hang out with my friends, very clean girl aesthetic. And I just think she's someone to look up to because she takes these very high standards of what it means to be like that perfect teenage girl, and she fulfills it very easily. And I just think that she's very easy to look up to because she knows what she wants and she sticks to it, and she's happy with what she has.
Okay, what is your least favorite thing about Kayla?
I would say probably that she doesn't appreciate how much I care for her in this sense. I'm very protective over her, and she sees it more as a nuisance than something there to keep her safe. And she sees it more as an annoyance than love, and it's really depressing at times. But I think that just comes with being siblings. She wants to live her life, and I want her to be safe. And those two things often get in the way.
What is your favorite thing about Olivia?
I would say my favorite thing about Olivia is her ambition, and how when she decides she wants to do something, she will do it. She might procrastinate doing it, but it will get done eventually. And she always, like, she's the type of person to get like a 90 and then cry about it. And I think that's funny, but also she has a lot of integrity, and she doesn't stop doing stuff.
Hello.
Hi.
What are your names?
My name is Jeannie Forbes.
And I'm Carl Forbes.
We have been together
27 years.
Yeah, 27 years. Married 20... 21 years.
What is your favorite thing about the other person? And be specific.
Okay, so the best quality about him is that I already said cares, but I feel like he's very present for me and my family. Yes. Mhm.
How about you? Why is that important?
Why is it important to me? Because I feel like having someone present and being completely involved It's very important because put him on the spot. It just, you know, in past life, that not having someone there, it could be very disappointing when you need something. And it doesn't have to be a material thing. It's just something emotionally, you know what I mean, to have someone be present when you need them.
Favorite thing about the other person?
My favorite thing about my significant other is that she is my best friend.
Why is she your best friend?
She takes me for who I am and agrees with me probably 50% of the time, so which is a good trade-off, I guess.
So how about you? Would you say that the definition of love has changed over recent times?
Yes, for sure. Love before was for togetherness, possible partnerships, and needing to feel and be wanted, where today love is more partnership, companionship, friendship. Even the nuances of love back then are much different than today. No one really opens the door for each other, buys flowers, or those types of love and romance. So for that, I have seen a big shift in the way even our younger generation presumes love to be.
What are your names?
My name is Adam Sparaccio.
And I'm Sam Sparaccio.
How old are you?
We're 16 years old.
So you're twins.
Yup.
How would you describe your sibling dynamic?
Do you want to go first, or do you want?
You can go.
I think we're both pretty different, and I talk a lot more than he does. He's pretty reserved, but I think that we get along.
Yeah, we get along pretty well.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about your sibling?
She's really nice to me, which is nice. I mean, she gets mad at me a lot, but she normally doesn't stay mad at me, which is good.
And I'd say Adam, he's pretty flexible. He's pretty go with the flow. He definitely puts up with a lot from me.
Okay. What is your least favorite thing about your sibling?
Oh, well, she definitely, I mean, it's not my least, well, it's not that it's a bad thing, but she does annoy me a lot, but I think that's what happens with most siblings.
For Adam, I was gonna say it annoys me how much he doesn't talk about his feelings.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What do you believe is the most important component of your relationship?
Kind of just like forgetting
Yeah.
like the arguments, just
Yeah, we put
realizing
stuff
that it's
past
kind
pretty
of
quick. We also we joke a lot.
Yeah.
We have humor.
What did you learn about your sibling that you may have not known before? If nothing, why do you think you're so close to them?
I think we're so close because we're twins, probably.
Because I haven't known a day without him.
Yeah, we share everything. I mean, not in a bad way, but
Yeah.
What are your names?
Vivian Sparaccio.
Richard Sparaccio.
How long have you two been together?
Since 1995. So 29 years.
How did you two meet?
We were neighbors.
What made you two fall in love?
Oh. We had a lot of fun together. We had a lot of good times. Well, the same as fun. We talked a lot. We enjoyed each other's company. Come on.
We were neighbors.
That made you fall. That was it? You saw me? That was it.
We had a lot of friends
Together.
in
yeah.
common. Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about the other person? So you can start.
Richard is extremely kind and thoughtful and funny. Smart. Very smart.
Okay, and you?
Vivian is incredibly intelligent. She's grounding and calming, and she's quirky.
What do you believe is the most important component of a relationship and why?
A lot of communication. So you know you're on the same page. A lot of talking.
What about you?
Other than communication, I would say to be kind and take care of one another and be aware what the other person needs and be patient and think about their perspective more than your own.
Okay. And what advice would you give to the next generation about love?
You go first on that one.
Take it slow. Be hopeful. And treat it preciously.
Mm-hmm. And you have to work on it a lot. So don't be afraid to put in some work there, but it's worth it. And kindness and